about time for another Coach Life. It's been a while. I had to go to the vineyard, came back last night. Here we are. I'm gonna wish you the best day possible, the best day ever. In order for us to get there, we gotta align, not with just the regular day-to-day stuff, but who we really are, our truths, our authentic selves, and we gotta create some momentum from there. So I'm gonna meditate in a little bit, but I figured I wanted to make a Coach Life before I meditated, just to touch base, catch the vibes. Now, so much has happened over the week that there's no point in doing a catch-up. I've witnessed instant manifestations. Nature was going bananas. I saw 2 blue jays getting it in. I saw 3 deer. One of the deer, it was just the first, I only saw 1 deer at first, right? So I saw a bunch of deer, not 3. But I saw 1 deer outside. I was on my porch and I was like, what's good? And it just sat there looking at me. And then it would like eat a little bit, like shake its little tail feather, and then look at me. And so I was just, trying to say hi. I don't know. Do you talk to deer if they're just chilling? They stayed there for like 5-10 minutes. And then I realized there was another deer behind a tree that I couldn't see. So then we vibed. And it was just beautiful. And then my last day, I stepped outside to an orchestra of bird songs. So first, it was a piercing, beautiful, and I was like, oh, that's a hawk, that's a hawk. And I looked up, and sure enough, it was a fish hawk. I was assuming it was like a red tail but yeah, it was a fish hawk. And then I heard another similar sound, but different, and it was another fish hawk. The first one was high up, circling. The other one was like over there. And then there was a third one. And then I could hear the blue jays going in, and the cardinals, and the crows. So it was a beautiful, beautiful symphony of nature. So that's what I did mostly for the week. I just tapped into nature. It is still Ramadan. Eid is on Friday, I believe. So Ramadan Kareem early. And what else? Yeah, the vineyard was fantastic. It was so bizarre because I was home and I was just not spending any money because I have what I need home. And I was just like, wow, I could really appreciate the space and the energy that the ancestors put into making it all possible. And I could feel that. Oh yeah, when I got home, there was a Tupperware container with all these colors on the table right when you walk in. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, it was Ma's jewelry that she made, which the woman who owned the jewelry shop at the hospital, Martha's Vineyard Hospital, she wanted to return it. She called me a week or so ago, and it was just like a nice Ma moment. I had a nice Nana moment with the fog. It was just very ancestral, very, empowering. I went to the beach, took my shoes off, got feet in the sand, I walked home barefoot. Oh, I was walking home, then I hit Circuit Ave and I ran into Al from the locker room and Buddy from the corner store, and we was just building. For some reason, I know all the business owners, and we always talk a lot. It's weird, but great convos, a lot of change on the island. But now we back in the city, so we got to shift in the city mode. But before that, we're gonna get a nice meditation going. So again, I wish you all the best. And oh yeah, what? I got to see, come on. Yo, this week was too much. I gotta go back into the journal, because the first thing when I first got to the island, it was like 5 o'clock. The charter school was putting on a play at 6 at the Grange Hall. So I was like, oh man, so I'm fresh off of train, boat, bus, boat, Uber, whatever. I get home, hop in the wheel, beeline over there, and I get to the ag hall, and I had a flashback of when I hit a divot at the ag hall, a hole in the road, and broke a brake line last year or the year before when we were doing experiential learning, and it cost like $400 to repair. So I was like, oh, but I also noticed there was no cars there. So I was like, this can't be the place. And I checked my text again from Mathea, and I was like, oh man, I'm supposed to be, it's at the Grange Hall. I was like, where the hell is the Grange Hall? So I Googled it. So luckily it was close. So I wheeled over there, parked up. The play was phenomenal. It was, I don't even like plays. I don't like comedy stuff. I don't like too much of that stuff. And it was amazing. Like, I was like, yo, these kids, these students, these young adults, they're next level. Everybody, the whole community, it was just so beautiful. And a lot of daps and hugs and love. And then I'm wheeling home, and I'm like, yo, my brakes feel a little, there's like a little give when they're supposed to be tight. And then a deer ran across the road, and I'm like, oh man, what's going on here? I'm talking on the phone to Rose. I'm like, yo, let me call you back. My brakes acting a little funny. And sure enough, the brake line broke again. How? I didn't even hit any divots. So when I got home, I was just like, man, this is rough. But then I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm on the island, so I just let it be. And then the next morning, I took my bike to go to the gas station, and my front tire popped. I say, yo, this is crazy. I guess they want me to chill out. They don't want me to do too much traveling. So I just laid up and ate healthy when I broke fast, and just really appreciated nature. Reconnected. But yeah, there was so much magic. Obviously, this is already 8 minutes, and I haven't even cracked the seal on this week. So hopefully you've been able to align with the natural order of things, because the world is that crazy. The world is bananas, and you need to have something that centers you, something that grounds you. For everybody, it's not nature. For I don't even know if it's nature for me. I know I'm more of a creative, and I like the energy of the city. But for this week, that was exactly what I needed. So anyways, Coach Life. Ciao.